Hi there, it's Tiffany with Ready Set Crop, coming to you from the virtual craft room with a live process video. I am recording this on Sunday, June 11th, and after I record it, it will be over on my YouTube page so you can watch this process video or any of my past videos over on my YouTube channel and see what I've been working on. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've been having a good weekend. I am going to be using the Tropic Time collection again tonight. I did this on Friday night and realized I only have a tiny bit of papers left, so I might as well finish it up, and then I can take apart this folder and put new stuff in it, which I always love to do when I finish up a kit. I keep all of my collections in project folders like this. It gives me a big pocket where I can put all of my papers. I always put an index card in here where I keep a list of the layouts that I've made. So tonight's layout will be layout number 7 for this collection. The little pockets here where I keep my embellishments and my mats. And then back here there's 2 long pockets, and this is where I put stickers. So I've got a lot of stuff in here. Once I finish up with tonight's layout, I'll take all this out and I will put it in with scraps of similar colors. So that's how I do my organizing in my craft room. So tonight I have these 4 pictures of myself and my daughter when she was moving into school last September. And I thought this would work really well with the colors of Tropic Time because we've got her orange bin, and then kind of the door has an orange color to it, and then there's the green. So I thought that would work out well. And the colors at her school are black and orange and red. So I thought that would probably do okay. I'm gonna pull out the papers that I have. And this weekend is the June virtual crop through Creative Memories. They do one every month, and they always have a couple of sketches that you can play along with for your chance to win prizes. So I am using sketch number 1 for this layout. It worked. I looked at the sketches, and sketch number 1 worked for what I had, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this as my main paper because it's got this like pale orange, so I thought that would be nice. The other side is this kind of tan color that kind of goes with the walls, so I thought that would be good. And then there's also this this other orange that would be a good contrast for that. And then I've got some of this teal that might be fun to throw in there. So we'll see, but I'm at least going to start with this background paper, and I'm going to set everything else aside. Hi Judy, hi Gail. Thanks for joining me. And I am going to be using the new Mosaic Diamond Chain Border Maker cartridge. This isn't one that you can purchase on the website regularly. It was a promotion. I can't remember if it's already finished up, but it was a free cartridge when you spent $90 during the past couple of weeks. I do actually have a few of these available in my shop, so if you're local and you would like one, you want me to set one aside for you, just let me know. If you're not local, I can still ship it out to you because I don't know that it's available to purchase anymore. So I'm going to first trim my paper down to 11 by 11. And so I'm just going to trim 1 inch off of 2 sides so that I have an 11-inch square. Now once I finish this layout, I will post the finished layout along with the sketch so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go onto the CM website, you go onto their blog, you can see the sketch on there. And it has, oh, thank you, Judy, until the 12th, yeah, or until supplies last. Thanks, Judy. Oh, geez. The sketch has like a scalloped piece that goes all the way around. So I am going to use the Mosaic on all all four sides of this paper. Now I'm not going all the way down to the end. I'm stopping before I do my last punch. And then I'm turning it. Just gonna sweep the scraps out of the way. So this style is a knockout border maker, which means it's taking the shapes out of the paper. There are three different styles basically. There's a chain, which you end up with a free form chain of the border. The new Starfish one is an example of a chain. There is the topper, which punches the shape along the top of your paper. And then there is the knockout, which creates kind of a window pane effect with whatever the shape is of the border maker. So that's what this one is, the knockout. I don't use these too much. My favorite is the chain because I like to just cut those and then just kind of use them all over my layouts. So I don't use this one too much. So I was really happy to see the sketch as part of this week's challenge because it made me think of this immediately. So I'm just going around all four sides, and because I'm stopping right before the end, it gives me that spot to start it on the next side. Now I was talking when I did the first one, and you can see I didn't do a great job, but I will fix it when I stick it down, not too worried about it. Sweep all those little scraps out of the way. And now I have this fun background. So now I need my 12 by 12 background paper. And I am just gonna take this second sheet and flip it over, and this is going to be my background. So then you can really see this showing through. Stick this down. These are my last two full-size sheets from the paper pack that I had. I had the Tropic Time Tone on Tone, and that tends to be what I like the best out of the collections. I like the Tone on Tone stuff. So these are the last two full sheets. Now all I have left are scraps. So there's my background. Now the sketch calls for it was a vertical, it was two 4x6 photos, one here and one here. Think like this and this. I am going to turn the sketch so that it's one here and one here, but they're 4 photos instead of 2. You can always use a sketch and make it work for you. It's really just a jumping off point, and I love it because I scrapbook a lot and I don't always have ideas running around in my head. Sometimes I'm really stuck for an idea, and a sketch is just a great way for me to get started. So I'm trimming these down so that I can mat them and kind of overlap them a little bit. I could have just left them as 4x6 mats like this too, but I like to be able to trim them down and mat them a little bit. So I'm going to put these two down here and these two up here. So on her move-in day, there was a sign that, you know, in the parking lot that said go this way or whatever. I try to always take photos of if I go on a hike, if I go anywhere where there's a sign, because maybe I won't use it in my layout, but I'll at least use it when I'm scrolling through my photos to remember what was going on. Sometimes I remember the place that I went to for the hike, but I don't remember the name of the actual trail, so I always take pictures of those things. And again, I don't always use them, but they're really helpful when I'm going to scrapbook and helpful reminders. So I'm going to grab my cards here and see if I want to use any of them as backgrounds. I think I might just save those as extras, and I think I'll do this to map my photos. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's a really nice BMC, Judy. I wasn't sure. It's kind of hard to, sometimes it's hard to see those things in the catalog or online, but it's a fun one, especially if you like the knockout style. It's really cool. And like I said, I don't often use the knockout style, but I really like the geometric pattern of it, and this can be universal. You can use this on absolutely any kind of layout, which I like. Sometimes some of the border makers are a little too specific to a project. You know, the candy canes are adorable, but obviously you're not going to use the candy canes all the time. A geometric pattern like this you can use for everything. So that's a really fun plus of a kind of generic punch. So I'm just matting these all on this orange paper. This is kind of sort of floral, sort of leopard print, but I'm just doing a really tiny mat on each one. I'm gonna grab my scissors, and rather than kind of getting my paper cutter out, I'm just gonna hand cut these because I'm not worried about them being perfect, and I'm going to be overlapping them anyway, so this is actually a little quicker for me. This was really cute. Her floor this year at college was Toy Story themed, so every suite had a selection of characters with their name tags, and my daughter's was Barbie from Toy Story, so she stood in front of her little label and posed just like Barbie did, so that was that was cute and couldn't have been more perfect. She was definitely a fan. Her roommate, we laughed a lot at it. I don't think, you can't see it in here, but her roommate was one of the toys from Sid's Next Door, when he did the crazy science experiment toys. That was one of the characters assigned to one of her roommates, and we laughed a lot over that one. It was pretty funny. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Kelly. Nice to see everybody. You know, to be honest, I was out, well, I started my day on the deck with a cup of coffee and a book, and it was amazing. And I sat out there for several hours. I finished the book I was reading. I was just listening to good music and having an awesome Sunday. And then I met up with my sister, and we went to see our friend. He's a musician, and he was playing at a local farm, and we got food and had a drink and listened to music, and I was out in the sun all day, and it was wonderful. I'm a sun person. However, I came home exhausted just from, you know, a day in the heat, and I sat down on the couch and I was like, oh, I think this is it for me. I'm done for the day. And that was about 5 o'clock. And then Angel, I don't know if she's on here, but she messaged me and she said, are you going live tonight? I'm like, oh, that's right. I had planned on going live. So if Angel hadn't have messaged me, I probably would not have been here. But since she reminded me of that. So that got me off the couch. I made dinner. I did a load of laundry. I packed my lunch for tomorrow. So I appreciate that, Angel. You got me motivated to get going. And now I'll finish this layout and I'll be ready for bed. So I layered these on top of craft foam as I was chatting, and then stuck those down. So now I've got those both stuck down. Now I'm going to pull those cards back out and do a little bit of embellishing. In the sketch, it just said the title's going to go here and journaling is going to go here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing. Maybe I'll add this card. I might want to look for like a journaling kind of thing. Although I think I only have big cards left. Let me see if I have any little cards left. Yes, thank you, Angel, for reminding me. Get me off the couch. So we don't need tropical vibes, but that's pretty. I might use that for the color. I could tuck that there for journaling as long as I pulled in some more of that color. And that's kind of nice. I like that. So I am going to trim this one down. And then I can tuck it right under there. Oh, I gotta trim this more because I gotta get rid of that. I'll have to just add an embellishment. Yeah. Oh, I ran out of adhesive. I grabbed my backup. This is my favorite part, is just putting together all the little doodads and kind of getting all the embellishments on the page. So let's see what else I would like to do. I need something else with this color. So that would work, but it's kind of tiny. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I did say that I liked that. So I am going to do, I'm going to tear this because then you get that really nice jagged edge with that exposed white, and I love that look. So I'm going to put that there and trim that. So I'm going to tuck that at the top. Do the same thing again, and I'm tearing towards me so that I get that edge. If you tear away, you don't get that exposed white. So it just depends on what you would like, if you want that core to show up or not. So then this one can get tucked under there. And then I think I want a little something underneath these photos too, because that's it's gonna fill in that space a little bit. So let me see. I like that. It's got the colors I'm looking for. I like the orange. I'm not going to do yellow. I don't think I'm going to do navy, although I do kind of like that. Got this piece of scrap that could be good. This is the fun part, just kind of flipping through what you have left. Let me see what else I have in my scraps. I just have a couple of pieces of cardstock and then this yellow and green, which doesn't work for this, so I'm not going to do that. And those, no, so I think I'm going to go with this teal and then this orange. So I'm just going to do the tearing technique again because I really like that. This is just a piece of pattern paper. And I'm not saving this scrap. That's done. That's the end of it. As much as it pains me. So I'm going to tuck that. Now this, I don't like where those are connecting, so I'm going to pull this up carefully and tuck it under there. And then I'm going to grab this orange and do that. Oops. Grab the blue. I'm a children's librarian and I do story time a couple times a week. And the other day we were talking about rainbows. And I asked my story time friends what their favorite color in the rainbow was. And this very sophisticated 3-year-old said her favorite color was teal. And I just thought that was so cute because everybody else was, you know, just saying the usual red and blue, green. But she said teal. And then some of the kids are like, what's teal? It was really cute, but this is kind of we've got some teal going on in this layout. All right, so one more tear with the orange. Tuck that in there. got some orange and blue. I gotta tell you, I don't really love that actually, so I'm taking that out. I feel like it's just too busy in the middle. I thought it would fill it up, but it's just making it too busy. And sometimes that happens. So I'm taking all of these out. I might put them up here. Let me see. I don't think it needs it. I'm gonna set them aside, and sometimes I come back to this a day later and I look and I see something that I want to change. So I'll set these aside and maybe I'll end up using them. But for now, I am not feeling it. Maybe just along the top. I don't know. I'm gonna set it aside because yeah, I just don't love it. I don't love it. But I did grab my stickers. Let me see what I did with those. Okay. So this already says move-in day, so I'm just gonna do junior year and spell that out along the side. Because this was the beginning of junior year. Let me see where my J is. Oh, I have one J left. I've been using these letters a lot. So I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm not going to spell out junior, I'm just going to do junior like that, J-R. And then year, and hope that I still have an E. I do, good. Those are always the first to go, those vowels. Fortunately, Creative Memories tends to give you a lot of vowels in their sticker pack, so that's good. Because I've used these quite a bit. These are the collegiate letters. And I like the look of them. You know, it's still a basic black letter, but I like the shape, especially for a school page. I'm going to fix that A. It's a little crooked. A little crooked. Still crooked. Okay, junior year. And now I'm going to pull out the embellishments. And I still have quite a few of the embellishments left. Grab my little ceramic bowl. I like to have some kind of container that you can just pour all your embellishments out and kind of dig through them. I like this one. It's a good day to have a good day. And then these orange flowers will work well for this layout. I'm basically just looking for colors because there's nothing about this that's tropical. So I'm just looking for, or we're staying, that's kind of cute. And she's moving back in. So I'm just looking for things that fit color-wise. There's another one, and then there's the jewels. So I might use some of those. So I could, oh, that would be cute right there. I like that. And then I could put a flower there. And a flower there. And then I could tuck one there that kind of fills up that space a little bit. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I'm happy with those little embellishments there. I love how that fits right in that spot. I think I'm going to grab my Pop Dots for these little flowers just to give them a little dimension. Just going to put one on the center of that flower. That's cute. And then tack this down. add one to the back of this flower. And I can go right there. This one I will just put adhesive on and tuck it underneath. And that's just really helping to fill in that space. That's super cute. What do you think? I like that. So I do have this, oh my goodness, you guys can't really see what I'm working on, can you? Did my phone shift? I'm sorry. Let me see if I can, is that any better? Sorry, you couldn't even see what I was working on. I do have this card here, and I might just fussy cut a flower or two out of this. Let me see how fussy I want to be with this. Because I could just stick that there, that would be cute, and I could cut out the blue one and put it up there. I will probably do that. You guys don't need to see me fussy cutting out these flowers. So I think I will, this is a good job for sitting in front of the TV. I'm currently watching Queen Charlotte on Netflix, so this will be a good thing for me to sit and cut out these flowers while I'm watching Queen Charlotte. But I can tuck these underneath like that once I've cut them out. And I'll cut out this little blue one. And tuck that one in up there. And that will add, kind of giving me this cascading look of the flowers going through the layout. I could even put this one here if I wanted to. But once I fussy cut it out, it will help to see how the flower looks. But I think that's what I'll end up doing is I'll cut those three and add them there, and then just add my journaling. And that will be it for that layout. That's pretty cute. I wasn't, for a minute there, I was not liking it, but I like that. Now the only thing that I'm noticing right off the bat is this black is really standing out because it's the only really black thing on the layout other than the sign. So I'm gonna make sure that my journaling is black, and I'm probably gonna get a black pen and do a little bit of line work around the border to make it stand out a little bit, and maybe just bring your eye in a little bit more. But I think that's it. So I enjoyed trying this technique with the mosaic border. That was really cool. And yeah, like Judy said, it's still available until the 12th. So that's tomorrow. When you make a $90 purchase, you can choose this, or there's another one that you can choose for free. It's while supplies last. I do have some here on my porch shop if you're just wanting to purchase it outright. I do have a few here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday night, what's left of it. And I will be back again this week. I'm not sure what night, either Monday or Tuesday, because the rest of the week is kind of busy. But either Monday or Tuesday, I will be back here again to do another layout. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.